guys, welcome back, and hello if you are new. I hope that all of you are doing really well. So if you guys haven't watched my Cannibal Corpse video, I just kind of had a bit of an explanation as to why I was away. It was just a bit too much, to be totally honest, so I took a little bit longer break than I thought I would. It was 1 week that turned into 2, that turned into 3, all of that sort of stuff. But anyway, I am back. So with that in mind, I'm going back to my weekly reviews. And the first one to kick things off is a band that I think have really started to make a name for themselves in the world of black metal. They're a very influential US black metal band, and they're on album number 7 now, which is Wolves in the Throne Room, and their brand new album, Primordial Arcana. So the album is entirely self-contained and had all the members of the band, write, perform and record, produce at their Owl Lodge Studios, which is like a little cabin in Washington state woods, which I thought was very on brand. And with that in mind, the record's themes look at the return to archetypal energies, and it's a very spiritual kind of album. And with that, I find that it's a very elemental album and quite spiritual in some places. The record is incredibly cinematic as well, and I think that's through the use of many different devices, one namely being synthesizers, which you can hear pretty much on every song on the album, but as a highlight, I would say Through Eternal Fields is a great example of that. But then you've got crow noises, lightning, and these sort of howling, ghoulish voices on Underworld Aurora, which again, make for quite a cinematic listen. It creates a nice sense of atmosphere, and really kind of ties the record together as well, which I really enjoy. And there's also choral sections and backup vocals, which I think creates a real sense of ascension and definitely kind of, this enlightenment of like spirituality. And it's often portrayed, in very simplistic ways in terms of contrasts, so the contrasts between acoustic and, distortion is a great example of that sort of, the primal and then the more modern. So for example, on Spirit of Lightning, that kind of starts with this acoustic, really simplistic plucking, but then on Underworld Aurora, there is this sort of, it's almost like percussion, but they sound sort of almost like shamanic rituals almost. There are great examples of when the band do actually go full black metal as well. Like, for example, Primal Chasm Gift of Fire. That's probably, I would say, the most straightforward black metal track on the record for sure. And there are moments where the Wolves in the Throne Room will bathe you in this kind of light before the insipid darkness just kind of like comes back in. So it makes you appreciate those moments where, you do have a bit of a breather and things are a little bit more positive before you go back into the shadows, I think. Master of Rain and Storm is a perfect example of that. It's just under 11 minutes long and moves through many different sort of iterations. And the melodies on this album are simple to remember, but not too simplistic. It's evidently seen on Mountain Magic, which opens the album, and you'll find yourself humming along to these songs a lot. And I think that especially on that track, there's a brilliant guitar solo, which was a real surprise to me, especially because in the past, I've not really noticed those kind of like flashy guitar solos before from the band. With Primordial Arcana, the band have created a fantastic musical bridge that brings the world of the spiritual and the physical together, and in the process creates some amazing black metal, which truly has their unique sound. So I hope you guys enjoyed this album review. I have to say it's really good to be back. I'm really enjoying, being back on YouTube and, you know, doing some more album reviews and things like that. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment sections below. As ever, thank you so much for all the coffee supporters. If you did want to help the channel, you can do so by clicking the link underneath me. Take care, my friends, especially if you like Death Heaven. There's a little hint. I'll see you soon.